Welcome back to Business on City News 570, powered by Cowan Insurance. We are joined by AJ Feltis of the aforementioned Cowan Insurance Group. He's a benefits consultant with Cowan Insurance. And Gregory, it's always great to have AJ. We've had him on before, talking about something that's pretty important these days, which is employee assistance programs and why they're so important to business owners and to the employees that they employ, because there's lots of reasons for those plans to be helpful for our employees.
Yeah, I think, AJ, we've talked a lot about throughout the pandemic about, mental health concerns in the workplace and issues like that. I think we all recognize now that many people have had a certain degree of difficulty in kind of keeping their life intact. And so what's really important is understanding that, there are programs within a employee benefit program that can help with this. So why don't you tell us, what is an employee and family assistance program?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me on here, guys. It's good to be back. So an employee assistance program, or employee and family assistance program, is a voluntary wellness program available to employees and their family members, typically through their core group benefits plan. EAPs provide support for short-term counseling, health and wellness coaching, legal advice, financial coaching, and stress management. And they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and there is no limit to the number of times that an employee or their family member can call in and access these supports.
Now, I think what's important for people, so if you're working and you have a employee benefits program, whether that's things like dental care or eye care, it doesn't really matter what the level of coverage. But if you have programs like that with your employee or employer, you're likely to have an employee assistance program, because it is many companies would offer that. Talk about how easy it is to access these programs. Like, it is confidential. The employer doesn't know if the employee is accessing the program. It's confidential. It's free. Talk a little bit about how it actually works.
Yeah, they're completely confidential. They do not relay any of the information that's provided to the counselor over the phone back to your employer. The only time that they'll relay information is in the case of an emergency, or if they believe that you're at risk of harming yourself. But other than that, they're completely confidential. They're very easy to access. All EAPs will have a 24/7 hotline. And really, you just call in, you let them know what your issues are. They'll kind of speak to you in triage. And if they need to refer you outside to another practitioner, then they'll do that, and they'll help you get access to whatever services it is you need. And it's not just limited to the employee that's working at the business. It's open to their children, their spouse, and any of their family members as well.
Now, we know, AJ, at this time of year, there's always a certain amount. I get depressed because it's cold and it's snowy and I can't stand it anymore. I've been through too many winters to really appreciate them anymore. But why are they more relevant, though, as we head into the colder seasons?
Yeah, you and me both, Greg. I am not ready for the cold yet. But really, like, as the days get shorter and as it's darker out earlier, people start feeling seasonal affective disorder. And this is really when utilization on EAPs, it goes up, because people are needing those services, especially right now, more than ever.
Let's talk a little bit about, if you've already got a benefits program and you don't have, as the employer, so if I've got a small business and I've got like dental and eye care as an example for my employees, and you don't have EAP already, talk about how much it costs, because it's very cost effective. And can you layer that on? Can you get that as a standalone to access for your employees?
Yeah, great question, Ian. The cost to the employee is completely free to access the EAP. The cost is to the employer, and it's on a per employee per month basis. Cost is really low for EAPs. They usually range between $2.50 to $5 per employee per month, depending on the program and the size of the business. And they're quite easy to layer on to an existing benefits program. Every single carrier in the industry will work with an EAP provider that they can layer onto the benefits program. And for small businesses that don't actually have a benefits program at all, you can have an EAP in place without a core benefits program. There are several EAP providers that you'll be able to do just a per employee per month to give employees that access to 24/7 counseling when they need it, in case they don't necessarily have the budget for a full benefits program.
AJ, just quickly before we wrap up, what areas of counseling, for example, just so people kind of understand what they could be looking at if they're struggling with some issues, what kind of areas of counseling can an EAP assist with?
There's several different areas that EAPs can assist with, but some of the most common ones are, stress from starting a new job. Maybe it's the employee's child. They just started university and they're stressed about their course load. It can also help with areas like relationships. If you're struggling with your relationship, whether it's work or family, they can do substance abuse treatment. They can also help you with career coaching, diet and nutrition, crisis and trauma, and that list goes on and on, Greg. There really is no box in terms of the areas of counseling that they can help you out. The area is endless there.
Awesome.
Listen, such an important topic, and I think it does make sense even more these days. We've all heard about the wait lists for getting into seeing clinicians, whether it's psychologists or pretty much any kind of professional like that. And what people should know is EAP programs have some. They basically, in buying the program, you get some access to those professionals, which is a great advantage. So, listen, great topic to discuss today, and thanks so much for bringing it to our attention, AJ. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thanks for having me today.
All right, we've been joined by AJ Feltis. He is a benefits consultant with Cowan Insurance Group.